I'll tell you what I would do, 8750, and you can have the mobilette.
No.
No! No!
Every week up and down the country, Britain's automotive history gets bought, sold, auctioned and bartered.
How much is that, mate? You wouldn't take 20 for it?
No. Was that all right for a tenner?
Oh, mate, I'll kill you.
I'm Henry Cole, and this is my best mate, Sam Lovegrove, and we're going to be touring the country looking for 24-carat junk. We're going to visit auctions, shed sales and auto jumbles,
20 quid?
25.
aiming to rummage our way to riches by buying up and restoring other people's junk and then selling it on for a tidy profit. Ahead of us, we've got a whole summer of buying and selling, but will we end up in debt or in clover? Welcome to Junk and Disorderly.
Junk and Disorderly.
Lamonti,
Yeah.
there you go. Welcome to Junk and Disorderly. Now then, you may remember last time at the ploughing championships, things were a little slow, weren't they?
There was plenty of ploughing, sawing and pumping, but not too much buying. That was until the end, when to our joy and amazement, my mate Aidan spent 2,450 of your finest British pounds on our BSA Bantam. We also sold a few of ye oldie French petrol cans. We've got several left, but when it comes to trinkets, there's no such thing. There's too many, so a shopping trip beckons.
You may ask, why is she still here?
Because I blew the clutch out of it, riding it round.
Yeah, because Sammy blew the clutch out of it.
So I'll put a new one in.
And he's going to put a new one in. We're going to give it a little test ride, yeah? And then we're going to deliver it to our Aidan, who kind of saved our bacon, didn't he, really?
Yeah, that was good. That was a surprise, but that's how it is sometimes. You know, and I did say earlier in the day, we got plenty of stock. Someone might buy something big.
Absolutely. Right, where are we going to get some new gear from now then? If you had a big auto jumble, what would you call it? Quite big? Massivo? You could call it gigantic, could you? You could call it very large. But how about calling it Normous?
Ah, I know where we're going.
Yeah, you do, mate. Okay, we are going to head up to one of the biggest auto jumbles here in the glorious UK. It is Normous Newark, and it is in Lincolnshire.
So off we go on our longest road trip yet, 130 miles, to reach that rusty pot at the end of the restoration rainbow.
I reckon, what is it? 8 o'clock now. I reckon we'll be in Newark at around 8 o'clock
Thursday.
tomorrow morning. Yeah. No, it's all right, man. Normally we take the A roads, but we're
Yeah.
going to be all right. Yeah? Where were we? Was that a mouse?
No, it's a leaf.
Now, I do have to say, I've seen a mouse in here the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I guarantee you little mousie's coming to Newark with us somewhere in the van.
Camper van like this is reliant on mice holding hands to hold it together, you know?
Yeah.
It's just rotten mice.
Sam
Nothing else.
Lovegrove, the true romantic.
Six hours later, we're there. Knackered, but ready to shop.
Well, welcome to Normous Newark. It's rust or bust today. I tell you what, mate, at least we can make some bread.
There are over 500 stalls here, chock full of car and bike bits, tools and accessories, plus vehicles in mint condition and in various stages of disrepair. Mind you, it's wetter than the first day of an ashes test at Lord's, so I'll begin indoors.
Normous Newark is one of the biggest jumbles, isn't it, of the year. We're starting in the covered area,
Yeah.
aren't we? And then we'll venture out when the rain stops, hopefully. All I do know is we got some cash on the hip and we're buying. We're buying!
Excellent.
We've already discovered how much money you can make from automobilia, especially when you're talking about rock cans from the Soviet Union.
Now look, I know you're having a chin wag,
Yeah.
but I quite like that can.
Yeah, I like that.
How much really? 70 quid?
110's the day.
100? No, it makes sense.
100 quid is a pretty good deal,
Three.
methinks, and there's some more
That's it, isn't it?
trinketry that's caught my eye.
Blimey. How much for all that?
120.
What about 80? 90?
95.
Oh, he's haggling bad, man. 95. Do I get the box as well?
You get the box.
Yeah, come on then.
We'll do it.
95 quid, mate. Happy days. And I'm going to shake your hand anyway.
So that's 195 quid, and it's the first stall we've looked at. But I'm not stopping there. A tenner gets me this Duckham's Adcoids box from the 30s. And what about another rock relic?
Look, that is an original receipt. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, and these are just, nobody kept a receipt. They've all been thrown away. How many have survived? You know, it's 1929.
It's
We'll probably
proper
never
amazing.
see another.
You know, they were everywhere, ROP, but with all the kind of shenanigans and communism and all that kind of stuff, and you didn't want to put ROP in because it was cheap petrol, they disappeared, you know what I mean? Back to Russia, probably. So these are really, really sought after, and that can there is properly rare.
40 quid for a Russian receipt gives us a grand total at this stall of £235. And now the weather's cheered up, we're going to venture outside to look for trinkets on a bigger scale.
Right, okay, we're outside. The rain has stopped, and Sammy is going to find us a beautiful... I've got this feeling that you're in for a vintage motorcycle.
Yeah, it sort of feels like there might be one here somewhere.
We're going to find it, whatever it
anything.
is. I mean, just look at the choice.
As always, we're on a tight schedule for fixing up this week's big ticket item. So we need to buy something that doesn't need too much work at a price that means we still make some moolah when we sell it on. This Triumph is tempting, but it doesn't come cheap.
How much is it?
4.5, which isn't a massive amount of money
Ain't
if it
bad.
runs nice, but I don't know about getting any profit out of it. It would have to
Yeah,
be.
I think that'd be tough.
Yeah.
Market's interesting these days, you know. For sort of mid-range stuff like that, difficult to earn a coin out of, eh?
Yeah.
Or there's this French classic, a post-war motor Bergain.
How cheap?
Well, 100 quid.
So not that cheap. And it's not even registered to ride on the road.
Bit stressful not having any paperwork with it,
Yeah.
because it's quite a lot of work for a low-value bike to get it on the road.
But if all else fails on the bike front, there's always this.
I found the holy grail. Sam doesn't know it yet. For us jumblers. A Skoda for 495 quid. Eh? What do you reckon, mate? It's Y reg, and it... Sam? Sam?
Not for Sam then. And just when I need it least of all,
Henry!
up pops my old sparring partner Vic from Stratford, trying to sell me these.
I can't buy those lamps because I don't know what I'll use them for.
No.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll do your deal, right? I'll come and haggle if we can't find anything else. All right?
Spot on.
Okay, so if we're walking past trying to look the other way, you need to come and grab me. All right? Okay? All right, so look, this is the deal, okay? If we can't find anything else, we're going to come back and we're going to bid heavily on some lamps that we don't want.
So with going home time getting ever closer, we get back to the serious business and find this 1970s Kawasaki KE175, which looks just great.
How much is this?
1750.
1750? Yeah. Okay.
We've just sold a BSA Bantam Trials bike for 2,450 quid, so there's obviously a market for off-road bikes, but does this one run?
It's going to start first time, I can feel it.
First time.
Yeah, nearly. Second time.
Just 2 kicks, that's better than we usually do.
Well, it's a runner, isn't it? Hey?
Hey, take it for a spin. Let's get the side stand up on you.
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
Time to jump on the quack and give it a little test run. And it all seems good to me.
Goes through the gears, all right?
Got a clutch.
It's got a clutch.
It's a bit smoky, but
So am I. idle-wise, we need to deal with that.
Hey?
Tick over's obviously very high,
Yeah.
but that can be sorted out, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a lovely little thing actually, mate. It rides nice, you know. 12.50, mate.
15.
13.50.
14.
What do you rate 14?
I think you've just agreed, haven't you?
Have I?
Yeah.
14, mate. Go on, son. All right, happy
Yeah,
days.
nice one.
Nice one, mate. Hey, look, well, why not? We've bought ourselves a KE175 that runs and rides. It's got a V5. It looks rather nice. I think we could make a little bit of money on it. It's what they call in the trade, as always, an SPQR, small profit, quick return.
So what a great day's bargain hunting and a decent haul to take back with us.
Hey, look, we've had a right result here today, haven't we? Bought a nice,
great.
nice petrol can, a rock petrol can, a few other bits and bobs, and a KE175 at what we believe to be a fair price.
Henry!
I think I think we've also got a couple of headlamps we don't want. Yes, yes.
Hello, Henry.
30 quid, that was a deal.
No, 30 foot. It's got to be 30 foot. It's got to be 30 foot. I'm a bargain.
Hang on, he's having a shuffle here. What do you reckon?
Some taps and dies. 35 quid with the taps and dies.
40 quid with caps and doors.
Do you want those?
You know this is.
Do you want
Yeah,
those?
they're quite good.
Okay, if you want those, I don't want the lights, but 40 quid.
bargain?
All right, great. Hey, look, what a fantastic time at Normous Newark, eh? We've got lots of things we really do want and a pair of things we absolutely don't.
Next up, a slight difference of opinion over our new bike's accessories.
You'd have one of those on your wrist.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
And we get off the tarmac and into the countryside.
I could own that and have a real giggle round here.
Junkie Soda Lake.
We had a great day bargain hunting at the Normous Newark Autojumble, where we picked up this Kawasaki off-roader.
13.50?
14.
14, mate. Go on, son. All right, happy days.
Now we're back at base, having also stocked up with some cool Russian relics.
That's really funny. It's 90 years to the day that we purchased it.
No.
And a stash of other assorted automotive goodies.
That's all our trinketry, but obviously our lovely motorcycle item is our KE175. What do you reckon, Sammy?
I think it's good. It was obviously quite rough at some point in its life not that long ago.
Right.
Some of the nuts and bolts are a bit horrible.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
But I quite like the standard of work on the majority of components. So we can really bring it on away, just change some nuts and bolts, you know, a few bits like that.
Okay, so what we've got actually, which is really good, is something that we could, I think, potentially make some decent money out of with not doing a huge amount to it.
The KE175 was a lightweight off-roader launched in 1976 with its sights firmly set on the US market. It was cheap to buy and run, easy to ride and happy both in the dirt and on the tarmac.
I think this is probably about 1,850 quid all day long. What do you think?
I've no idea of the value of them, but it still seems cheap at that.
Okay, well, let's get on and make this bike work nicely.
Great.
This bike is going to be the first item we restore in my new digs, a bijou farm a little ways down the road from my old place.
Okay, KE175 Kawasaki restoration. Now, one thing before we start, we are actually moving to nicer workshops. But there's a little bit of a transitional period, as there always is on a move. But hey, check out our new machine shop. Now look, right, the one thing that doesn't change, right, is Sam Lovegrove and his herbal essence. We're slowly transitioning into our new abode, yeah, so we're juxtaposing, going down there and then coming back up here. It's only about half a mile away from each other, but we needed some more space. Hence why, in the dirty room, we can get our KE175. Now look, mate, I know what you're gonna do. Do you wanna be alone while you polish your nuts?
No, not really.
Can I watch?
It's all right, no need to look away. Sam's first job is to remove and clean up the handlebar bolts and then to replace this ugly cable bracket by the front wheel.
Now look down here,
Yeah.
hope you can see, is what they call in the trade a Heath Robinson bracketry.
Oh, it's a coat hanger, genuine coat hanger.
Is it really? Okay, mate, it's a genuine coat hanger. So we're going to sort out one of those. But basically, what we're doing here with our KE175 is we're creating something ready for sale that's already pretty much there, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's a good buy, mate.
Yeah.
Eh?
But there's one thing I'm not happy about. Sam's removed the handlebar protector.
I just hate them.
I know you do, and we've had this issue before over the years.
I'm not sure we're going to agree on whether the handlebar should be bare or covered.
It just adds to the profit.
Let me have a look at it a minute. I'll
No,
try
no,
it.
don't. I know what you're going to
No,
do.
I'll put it back on.
Okay, mate, all right.
I knew that'd happen. But if Sam thinks I'm giving up,
I just thought I'd just go and get it from outside. Go on, undo your nuts.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm going to have a look. See
It's
whether
quite
it has
Judas
one.
Priest, isn't it? Eh? Do you know what I mean? You'd have one of those on your wrist.
Maybe that's why I don't like it. Do you
Like
know
that.
what? I think it is.
Do you think?
cleaning Sam's nuts is a two-stage process. First on the lathe, machining the tops to get rid of decades of rust and pitting. And then taking a small air-powered die grinder to tidy up the sides. Having cleaned his nuts, Sam then gives them a quick spray of paint and they're ready.
Perfect.
After that, Sam starts work on a bracket to replace the Heath Robinson coat hanger monstrosity. And in not much more than the blink of an eye, the bracket's finished.
Is that it? Done?
Yeah, well, we'll give it a polish.
Oh, yeah. That is utterly wonderful.
It's all right. It's better than the old squiggly diggly spaghetti
that
coat
it?
hanger. Yeah. So, I mean, these bits rest on the fork so it doesn't drop. It's just to hold the cable, just stop it going in the wheel.
That's just glorious. Shall I polish that?
Oh yeah, should we wait for it to go cold?
Yeah.
Actually, hang on a minute, look, I'll quench it in my tea.
Oh, please. That's my tea.
Oh, sorry, well, I've warmed it up.
Then, after I give it a quick polish, it's back on the bike.
Oh, mate, that is as posh as heck, isn't
Lovely.
it?
Yeah,
Hey? Haven't you done well there?
it's really come out quite nicely.
That's just added at least 50 quid onto it, eh? And once we put the Judas Priest wristband on, hey, we'll be living after midnight, working till the dawn, loving till the morning, and I'm gone. Final job for Sammy is to put the cleaned up handlebar nuts back in, and that is just about that. Well, I think we have ourselves, a pretty saleable KE175 with polished nuts and other accessories that really accentuate the possible huge purchase price. Are you happy?
Yeah, the bits that were really annoying me are now sorted, so.
Good. Okay.
better.
Nice. All right, mate. Well, look, there's only one thing left to do, isn't there? Give it a test ride. Hey, would you go and get my crash helmet for me?
What about mine?
Well, and yours.
Oh,
We'll get something else. Yeah, good. See you in a minute. Yeah, mate, I'll just choose what crash helmet it will be. I think I might have the green one to go with the Kawasaki. There we go. That's what's known in the trade. Heavy rock.
We've got double the work and double the pleasure on this ride out. I'm on the KE175. But I've let Sammy loose on our glorious BSA Bantam. I sold that bike to my mate Aidan last time, but Sammy had blown the clutch and has had to replace it before we hand it over. My first impressions of the Kawasaki. Woof! What a bike!
Hey, look, man, this is a lovely little machine to ride. Runs beautifully. What a glorious thing. And the little Bantam seems to be sorted as well. Now, we bought her for 1,400 quid this. We haven't really done a lot to her as regards cost. But I think she's got to be worth 1,800, something like that. What a lovely thing.
So it's one thing burning rubber on the tarmac, but we also need to take the Kawasaki off-road to find out what it's really like.
Mate, it sounds nice and it flies. You know, for a little 175, I've never ridden one of those before. That's really, really nice. I could own that and have a real giggle round here, especially round the field. Do you know what I mean? How was that?
Clutch is good, it's ticking along quite nice. I'm sure you'll be happy with it.
Yeah, fantastic. Hey, that's great. Okay, so our little puppy here is ready for sale. And I was just thinking, mate, I mean, what do you buy it for, 1400?
Yeah, it looks ship shape, running nice.
1850, try it, start off.
Got to be worth a go. We haven't spent a whole load of time or money on it, so.
No, but oh, what a lovely little bracketry down there.
Nice, isn't it?
Hey, and also now we can get the BSA to Aden, which means we can get the folding. Nice. All right, mate, rock and roll. A very, very successful test ride.
Next up, market day's approaching and we're on the hunt for more junk.
What's that?
That's a very special wristwatch.
And sign writer Pete gives us a brush with genius.
There's no edges to go by, that's the problem.
Junk is sold LA.
We're heading to the jumble sale in a couple of days and have already bought and spruced up this Kawasaki to sell. But now we need more trinketry to put on our stall. So we're off to my mate Doug's legendary shed to see what we can find.
Doug, how are you,
Hi,
mate?
mate.
Great to see you, man.
How you doing?
And this is Sammy.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Sam.
Cheers. Doug, we're on the quest for trinketry, as always, mate. I'll tell you what, man, this guy's got a shed. Doug, now look, right, have you got stuff you need to shift, did you say? What?
There's always stuff around, mate. It's always changing. There's some new bits come in and I need to make some space as well.
Okay, mate, so now look, right, I know about in there, so can I have a rummage in there first?
Of course you can. In there, the other shed around the back as well.
Ooh,
Free.
What's in there? I've never been round there. What's round the back?
Ah, you'll find out later.
Hey, great. I love a shed round the back. No chance for a cup of scorch, is there?
Oh, we can sort that out.
It's been a long drive. Just a little bit of milk for me, strong as you like. What are you having?
Herbal.
Yeah,
No
milk, mate. How did you know that?
Well,
it's just
you know,
by
look
his
at him.
look. Right, come on then, mate. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Come on, Sammy.
You're quick.
How much do you reckon it'd take for the lot? Hey!
You're great.
Hey, look, it's just as beautiful as I always remember it. And he's right, he's got some new stock. Now then, Doug is one of the foremost collectors of all this kind of loveliness, right? But he does have an ever churning, I think churning's the right way, mate, right? Churning stock, yeah? And, oh, that's quite nice as well.
MGC.
Yeah.
Straight six.
This is a fantastic showcase shed, but make no mistake, Doug's merchandise doesn't come cheap. This MGC is worth 25 grand, and these beautifully restored petrol pumps are worth some 6 grand each. Even the Power Petrol sign is worth the cool 795 notes. So we've got to be what they call strategic in our purchasing.
What about just some signs, or perhaps, you know, perhaps something a little bit different, like perhaps dispensers or, you know, racks to put things on? Just something like that, what do you think?
Let's have a proper look round.
And that means venturing into the depths of Doug's amazing shed.
That's nice. I like that a lot.
That is nice. Look, Wakefield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an
Motor
oil
oil.
container, is it?
Yeah.
I like these lids.
Yeah, and it's
You
really...
know, that kind of-
Yeah, look at that, with the lid. Okay, so that's quite a nice thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
in it. Doug, come on down, Doug.
Oh, there you are.
Now, Doug, look, right, can I ask you about that? That's lovely.
Yeah, early Castrol drum. Small one as well. 3 gallons, somewhere around that.
Is the lid a bit newer?
It's later, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got the 60s onwards style logo on the top.
Depreciated it massively. Yeah. How much is that, Doug?
150. Condition, original condition, embossed.
Nice, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
100?
Come on. Yeah.
Right. We're in, mate! Hey, we're in already. Oh, what's that behind your head? What is that?
It's a globe.
It's a bit of a plastic globe. Huh.
Got a hole in it.
but still, how much is that?
So you make 20 quid.
20 quid on that, mate. That's lovely, mate. Right, we're in for 120 so far.
Yeah,
lovely jubbly.
Another rummage and another pair of headlights, this time pre-war.
These are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
How much would you want for those?
20 quid?
30 for the pair.
25?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, mate, I've just gone in
it's just
there
bought for you.
straight away. I just had Tourette, I just went straight in,
Yeah,
mate.
that was great. I was about to say 20, so
Were you?
that's fine, yeah.
Are you happy with 25?
Yeah, that'll be right.
Good, Doug. Stick it on the bill, mate. Right, next.
Someone will like them.
Moving on, and I spot another sign that might be more within our price range.
Faded, hopefully maybe quite cheap.
Yeah, that's quite nice.
Nice. Doug? Now, this is exceptionally faded, Doug.
Yeah, it's lost a bit of colour, hasn't it?
Just a little bit, mate, yeah, rather like Sammy has. How much would that be, faded and really just sitting behind here?
I was going to say 20 quid, so
All
I
right,
don't know.
take his bid first, 20.
40.
Hang on, something's gone wrong.
25.
30.
Well done, mate. Okay, 30 quid, happy days. I think we might get, I think we're cleaning up, we might make 20 quid on it.
So we're slowly topping up the trinket tree, and we've still not been to the shed round the back.
3 steps to heaven, 3 steps to heaven.
First though, we have to find it.
Hey,
Hey, you like a Land Rover?
yeah,
Do you?
not that one.
Careful. Ah, spec lift transit. It's had its day, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we'll be having that.
And here it is, literally a shed round the back.
I know what I'm in for.
And inside, another can.
That's lovely, isn't it? Hey, straight off. Cool, blimey. Right, I've got this feeling we're going to create a stash here.
Yeah, there's all
Right.
sorts.
Well, that is beautiful, isn't it? Little special lubricants can.
Sam delves a bit deeper and finds this 19th century ammeter to add to the collection.
What's that?
That's a very special wristwatch.
While I pull out an old petrol pump badge.
Bowser.
Very
I
useful.
think you could
I
put
love
that
that.
on a chain round your neck and we could call you Bowser from now on.
That could be my rap name.
I think it would work.
Yeah? Henry DJ Bowser.
Next for Sammy, a petrol funnel with hidden qualities.
I really like this. I mean, there's no branding on it, but what I really like, I've got one of these I use full-time at home as my only funnel. This fine bronze gauze here catches water in the fuel.
No.
It just beads up. Yeah, you tip the fuel through it, and after you've finished filling, you sort of tip it over and the water's sat on there.
No.
And, yeah, the holes are too small for water droplets to go through.
So
yeah.
water is thicker than petrol.
Yeah, yeah, by a long way.
Blimey.
It's nice, isn't it?
You heard it here first, folks.
And last but not least, this repainted petrol can, a perfect fit for the funnel.
Straight on, son. And then
Hat on.
hat off.
So it's haggle time again.
Come on then.
How much for the old red can?
Early can, £80.
50.
Done.
You have been.
The Bowser badge.
20 quid.
Tenner.
Okay.
Sam's on a roll, but what about the funnel?
Go on, you do that one as well
I
then.
quite like this to use.
Yeah.
Because the gauze will keep water out of the fuel.
Make me an offer, Sam.
Tenner.
That'll be okay.
Yeah, great.
we're
Thank you very
rocking
much
on.
for that.
That went well. Next,
It's an ammeter for industrial use.
Yep.
Tenner.
15.
Yeah.
Nice.
and finally, the painted can.
It's the Bewley 50th whatever it is, that's
The
past now, isn't it?
50th Autojumble, International Autojumble, has
When we-
been and gone.
Yeah.
It was a little thing we painted up commemorative to put on the stand.
Oh, nice.
And I've not repainted it and done anything.
All right,
with
and
it,
no one
so-
wanted to buy it then?
Sadly not.
How much would that be, seeing as no one wanted it in the first place?
15 quid. And you can repaint it then. There's a bit of time in that, I know.
15 quid.
And that all means we've parted with 285 notes, Shade Doug. Let's hope we haven't left the best stuff in his shed.
I think there's some of it that we might make a bit of money on, and there's other stuff, ooh, we might lose our shirt.
Hope so.
Next day, we're back at base to get ready for tomorrow's jumble.
Clunkage, clunkage. I think we've done rather well. Dear Doug, he always comes up trumps.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I thought that was great. Good little purchases.
We've laid out our 285 quid's worth of goodies and decided that most of it just needs a clean and a polish. But there's some unfinished business from the stash we brought back from Normous Newark. I've polished up the brass cap on the rock petrol can, but signwriter Pete has been applying the finishing touches.
When it's done like that, you're adding value. Oh yeah. So Pete, how do you do it posh for all of us novices?
So all you're going to do is put the brush in, push it, flood it and bring it up. And you get that lovely little curve, which is what the tin has been pressed like.
Yeah.
Touch the brush in and just fill it up, bring it across, flood it, bring it back, and that's it, it's done.
But it's not quite done yet. Sam, don't call me pedantic, has noticed something else.
The little full stops, because it's Russian oil product.
3 dots later, and the finished article shows what a pro and a steady hand can do.
I mean, I think that's just unbelievable. It's so simple to see you do it and so complex if you were going to give it a go yourself. But I guess it's like with all things resto, just give it a go, yeah? And see what happens, hey, Sammy?
Yeah.
You know? Because it's the only way that you're going to learn. And if you mess it up, well, you can sell a can to us, mate, cheap.
So I'm hoping that Pete's stylish paint job has increased the value of this piece. But our next job is a bit simpler, to clean up the goods from Doug's shed. We're pressed for time, so there's not much we can do apart from a general wash and brush up. But this Red X sign needs to feel the love.
So first of all, I'm going to wash it, then I'm going to polish it, right? And see if we can bring out any colour at all, which is going to be difficult. But, you know, if it's clean, that might add just a little bit more wedge to it, you know what I mean?
Be ever so careful with that. That's you know, thin paint on aluminium. Just come off with a product or two. I think you've got away with it all right.
Well, at least it's good news that we haven't taken any paint off, and a bit of spit and polish won't do it any harm either.
I don't think we're going to get any colour out of this at all, but at the same time, we can just make it shiny and nice.
Sam's also given our old lubricant container a bit of a scrub up, and after I've done the same to the 3-gallon can, that is pretty much that.
We are just about ready to go. We've got a lot of trinketry and actually different to normal, like that slightly broken globe, the headlights, etc., to go with the other stuff. You know what? I think we might just have a good day.
Next up, it's Patrick Edwards' Tractor Jumble and Spares Day, to be precise, with our vintage Field Marshal tractor in the thick of it.
No! No!
Junkie soda lake.
We've had a busy week getting ready for Patrick Edwards' Tractor Jumble and Spares Day, just up the road from our workshop. We bought this Kawasaki off-roader for 1,400 quid to add to our fleet of two-wheelers, and we've just spent over 500 on a range of cans and trinkets from Newark and my mate Doug.
Now today is a very special day because it's our local auto jumble. Now little Patrick, right, he has a biannual event, Patrick Edwards Spares Day, and that's where we're at. Hey mate, I can feel huge amounts of money passing through our hands.
Yeah, most of it going out. I've seen loads of stuff to buy already.
We'll have none of that. Okay, so look, I've got a feeling today could be relatively nice.
Buying?
Selling.
All right.
Let's get the van up and running and open for business.
Now, over the last month, we've snapped up shed loads of items, big and small.
Oh, Shante. Oh, I've got the heavy end. Sorry.
Among the bikes we're hoping to sell, the French Mobilette and the Policia bicycle. We've also got the James Captain. If we get anything over 375, we'll be quids in. And of course the latest edition, the KE175.
I mean, how can anyone refuse that, huh? I'll tell you what, that's looking glorious
It's
right
great,
there.
isn't it? Shiny.
So 1400, what do you reckon? So 1800 start?
Yeah, I think it was very fairly priced when we bought it. So even without any uplift with detailing,
Yeah.
I think we should even start at 19.
Okay, so 1900 of your finest British pounds would be a right result. Okay, but obviously, as always, we'll probably be coming down.
Well, everyone haggles at these things, so
Yeah.
you know, there's no way someone's going to pay the tag price.
If it wasn't, it was going to be, you know, mate, we wouldn't be at a jumble, would we? If
No,
no one's going to
exactly.
haggle.
So surely there's a sale or two to come. But before we've even got the rest of the merchandise laid out, someone's trying to sell us something else.
Mr. Cole, should we give this man £95 for this can?
No. I'll give you 60 for it.
John, take 80. You're a good man.
Mate, top geezer. Have you got any cash?
So that's a good start. We're already spending. But moments later, there's interest in the Kawasaki.
I was off-roading it yesterday and it's lovely. She's a lovely little thing.
One other thing.
Yeah.
Will it get cheaper towards the end of the day?
They get cheaper now if you want to move it quick.
How cheap?
You tell me. We're starting at 1900.
I'll come back and see you in an hour.
Yeah, all right, will you?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Okay.
We've heard that before, but we'll see.
Hey, look, 9:05, and we've already had interest in the Kawasaki, which is a result. I reckon we might settle around 1700, yeah? And that's 300 to us. Happy days. But he's got to come back.
So what about pricing? There's the rub.
80 quid, yeah. 400, in my view, right? That is a quality, very rare, beautifully restored can.
Yeah.
400,
Nice
but
thing.
we'll take 350.
The folding stuff starts passing in the right direction. A tenner for these bike parts. And a very fulfilling 35 quid for the headlights Vic palmed off on us at Newark.
What are they going on?
They'll be going on a Scammer Explorer.
Oh, perfect. They're right for that.
There's still the rest of our Normous Newark haul to go, and the bikes are attracting some interest. But there's one very big ticket item to come. And I've had to enlist tractor guru George to help me manoeuvre it to the stall. Make way for the field marshal.
George, that's fantastic. I'll tell you what, I was really worried about driving that. Easy as you like, especially with George here. Huh? Shall we switch her off?
I do. All the way to the front.
I've just realised I've switched her off and it'll take probably about 3 hours to get her going again. Never mind though, she's here and ready to be sold.
We'll need at least 8 grand to wash our face with this. It's already attracting admirers, but look who else has come back.
I'm with you, mate, I'm with you.
Good to his word, Craig has returned within the hour, but will he stump up 1900?
1,500 quid.
I can't do it for 1,500, I don't think.
A bit low, isn't it?
Yeah,
15 and a half and you deliver it to me.
1,600 delivered.
Right.
Good, mate. Lovely, lovely. Happy days. Great, Craig. Yeah, lovely.
So that's a 200 quid profit for very little work. Not a bad result. Things are beginning to move, including 2 of me oil cans.
£50 the pair? Go on then.
We're on a roll. I buy this Pratt sign.
45.
Yeah, all right.
And then 15 seconds later, I flip it.
That is incredible, right? So I buy a sign for 45 quid off a geezer, right? The Pratt sign, yeah? But I've just flogged it for 55, literally in a matter of seconds. So I've made a tenner just by actually handling a sign. How cool is that?
And after that stroke of genius, I've had another idea to keep the money rolling in.
I've got a new tactic. So we're halfway through the day, right? Things are slightly depleted there, out on the counter, so we'll bring out Doug's stuff.
Yeah, great.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, introduce some new stock.
Yeah, just introduce some new stock halfway through the day. That could just inspire other people in. Right, on that, here, there she goes. Yeah.
Right.
Shh. Here. That'll go well.
So, did you forget it was in there?
Sorry, are you imagining that I forgot that it was in there? That's why I'm trying the new vibe of bringing out new stock halfway through the day.
I forgot.
I did forget about Doug's stuff. But hey, it could be a good ploy, you never know. New stock just arrived, ladies and gents. Red X sign, slightly faded, but is reflected in the price.
Doug's old lubricant can goes for 55 quid, which makes us a fiver. And then Sammy has a result with the other pair of headlights.
50. Nah, 55, go on.
50.
No, they're cheap as chips at 55 and you know it.
Yeah. Blimey, well done, Sammy. You held out for the extra fiver there, son. You were hanging on.
But just as the stall holders are starting to pack up, there's a scrum forming around the field marshal. Some Irish lads who'd earlier looked at the mobilette are back for my beloved tractor.
£5 grand for it.
No. No, it's a very sweet offer, mate. 8,750.
5.
No.
Right, here what we're doing better, right?
No, we're not doing it.
5,300 and then the bike.
No, not with the mobilette.
Give me 6 and I'm with the bike.
No. It's very sweet of you. Honestly, mate, I really appreciate it, but £6 grand, no.
No?
No, I can't do it. I can't lose my shirt. I'll tell you what I would do. 8,750 and you can have the mobilette.
No.
No! Hey, I really appreciate it. Absolutely no.
He likes it.
I love it, mate. Thank you so much, but I can't do that.
So no tractor sale this time. And with the end of play approaching at the Jumble, it's time to tally up the day's business.
We used to do new stock, old stock, all that kind of stuff at the beginning of the series, but I have to tell you, because we've got so much stock now of all kinds of things, I think it's best to just do it straight.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, there's no way we can keep track of when we bought what. It's
and, you know, who's bought a little tin from that one, who's bought... I mean, look,
yeah.
This is how it rolls, OK? So it's simple, right? So in total, we took 520 quid, plus we bought that for 80. Yeah, happy days. Nice little bit of stock. That means that we have the princely sum of 440 quid profit today.
Really?
Hey,
That's
not
superb.
bad. Which means then 440 quid profit today are running totally. You're ready for this because we've broken the £2 grand barrier so far in the series. We are running at 2,048 quid profit.
Great.
I don't think that's bad.
No, not bad.
Man, I mean, what do you say? This has been an exceptional rumble in the Jumble.
But you know what they say, it's never over till the fat lady sings, and someone's humming my kind of tune.
Sammy, wait for me. There's someone interested in the James. You thought it was all over, but it may not be, because we may have interest in the James. While we were in the van, totting up.
Yeah. But what are you asking for it?
We've been asking 950 today.
Right.
What are you offering?
I like a sniff. I always do that when I'm dealing. Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Yes. Hey!
7.
750?
Done.
Yes?
Yeah, why not?
Come on then.
Yeah, good.
750. I'll tell you
Great.
what, man, that's
Yeah.
a proper deal. You'll love that thing.
Well, what a result, a last-minute winner and a tidy profit on the James we bought at Kenley a couple of weeks ago.
Blimey. That's a nice way to end the day. Just when you thought it was over, it wasn't.
It's obviously never over here. Let's stay until the field's empty.
Shall we? There's a loo over there. Happy days. We could be here for weeks. Now then, that motorcycle stood us in at 375 quid. We just sold it for 750, right? Which means the profit was 375 quid. So, if I'm right, that brings our tally up to 2,423.
Nice.
Eh? You can't say fairer than that.
Great.
Huh? So, the motto of the story is, stick around at Patrick's Tractor Spares Day. You never know what could happen.